Okay, all right. Here we go. Cardio Pilates fusion for a change. Okay, guys, so let's start standing. Okay, let me get a thumbs up from my Zoom people. Can you hear me? Thumbs up? Is that a yes, Joan? Perfect. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. So normally on Sundays, we've had pretty restorative flows. Today, we're going to kick things up a notch and do a cardio Pilates fusion flow. So what that's going to entail is some interval training in between flows of mat work, and we'll go back and forth 3, maybe 4 times. We'll still start though with a good roll down and opening flow. So bring your hands down by your side. Props, let me just mention light weights, 3s or 5s or 2s, whatever you like, is going to be in the flow today. Okay. So before we get any further, take a moment and just soften your knees and feel the floor. Just take a deep breath and center yourself through both feet and think of them like portals into the floor, giving you energy as you give it to the floor, it gives it back to you. Yeah. And then just take your head, we'll go side to side a few times. Just inhaling over, letting the head really drape, and then bring it through center, other side. And let your breath guide your movement. Take a deep breath. Exhale up and over. And as we go side to side, I like the image of your cheekbone shining up to the ceiling. It's as if your jaw is reaching up, so there's a sense of suspension. And then take it over again to the other side. So floating the cheekbone, suspended. Good. And then take it over, open your legs a little wider, take it from the ribs, and slide down for a nice rib stretch. Still let your cheekbone shine up, and now let your ribs lift too. Deep breath. Exhale, slide up. Let's go other side. Inhale. And exhale, slide up. Both sides again. Inhale over. Exhale, float. And again, inhale over. Exhale, float. Okay, we're going wider. Open the legs even further. Take one arm overhead. Lean to the side, soft knees. And now turn to the leg and dive down towards that ankle or shin. Good. Let your legs straighten at this position. Lower your head all the way. Now we're going to bend the opposite knee away 3 times. So we're going to pull away from the straight leg you're holding and come back to it for 1. Pulling away, opening up the rib cage on the side you're leaning towards as you pull. 3 times is all. From that position, rotate your body back to the side view and float yourself back up. Good job. Other side. Here we go. Reach it long over. Rotate and slide down your shin. Grab hold of the ankle, the foot, the floor, and bend away from that leg for 3. Good. Even as we pull and we're in a stretch, we're still engaging our abdominals and waking up the body for what's to come. 1 more. Come back to the leg, rotate your body to the side view, and roll yourself up. Good. Turn both of your feet slightly out, lift both arms up to the ceiling. We're going to roll down from here today. So inhale, exhale, and roll down towards the floor. At the bottom, let your knees be soft or straight. Let that just be the decision you make. Hands find the floor, though. And we're going to bend one knee to the side and then to the other. So we're just going to oscillate the pelvis over the right leg as it bends and then over the left. You might hear some pops, snaps, crackles. Inhale, exhale. Take about 4 more rocks at your own timing. And then come back to center, hands still down, head still down, parallel your feet. Let your head stay relaxed, and now bend your knees in this wide position just 3 times. Hips go up and head goes down as you straighten. Twice more. Inhale to lower. Exhale, send the hips up to the ceiling, head to the floor. Again, inhale, collect the energy through your spine, and then lengthen it up to the sky.
Okay, let's keep our legs as straight as we can, and then on your next breath, start to roll your spine all the way up. Alrighty, good. So before we get into our first interval, let's wake up the feet just a little bit. So standing with your legs parallel hip distance, we're just going to take the feet for a walk, little prances. So bend one knee and then switch to the other. And we're just going to take about 16 of these, get those feet awake. Inhale and exhale. Good. Start to think of breathing into your side ribs, into your back. Good. About 8 more here. And 7. Really feel all 10 toes. We're going to use them today. 4 more. 3. Now we're going to take the same prance but in rotation. So turn your feet out, same exact thing. Bend one knee, lift both heels and switch. Lift and switch. It's just a rotated prance, externally rotated prance. Lift and lower. 6, 7. Even here, abdominals are starting to wake up. We're starting to recruit that support for the spine. And 3. I'm a big proponent that if you're not sure if it's awake, touch it. Are these belly muscles on? Give it a little touch. 7 and 8. Good. That's all we're going to do with that. We're going to get right into our first interval. So from here, the first interval is squat jumps or squat presses. So we're going to start turned out. I'm going to give you the quick rundown of what we're going to do. And then we're just going to do it. So we're going to take 8 squat jumps turned out. You can stay with just a squat and a press or join me for the jump. 8 of those. Same thing, 8 parallel. Go for the press or join me on the jump. And then we take 16 skater hops. Just big wide steps side to side. After that, we'll stay and take what I call flamingo dips. Lift one knee, foot away from the thigh, and you're going to dip down towards the mat, lifting the leg behind you in a parallel attitude, and come right back up. We do that for a full minute on each side. Amazing hip stability work. From there, we round out the leg work with some circles. We stand on one leg, and we see 12, 3, 6, and 9, and circle it 4 times. So that's 4 hops. I go 12, 3, 6, 9. What makes that feel comfortable in the body is the swing of the arms. So just give you a little tidbit. When I swing, I go swing and hop. Swing, hop. Yeah, there's a little bit of a buoyancy to it. If you don't want to hop, you're just going to step in like a 4 shape. So you're just going to go forward, side, side, back. Yeah, and you'll just do that 4 times, okay? Last part of the interval is a side plank on our forearm, 30 seconds, and that's the drill, okay? So here we go. First one's counted, so when you're ready, join me. Turn out your legs, take it low. I'm gonna start with just a couple presses to get into my body. I'm gonna actually start with 4 of these. Press up. All right, I'm ready. So here we go. Jump and jump. Good, and feel your feet pushing through the floor. 5, 6. When I bend, I get low, really hinging forward. Parallel, stay with the jump or go back to the squat press. 3, 4, 5. Either way, really squeeze and wrap those seat muscles. 7. Now side to side. Bring it tight. Step and see if you can get all the way across your mat. 4. Reach 5. Reach 6. Each time a little further. 7. That's halfway. Go 8, 7, 6. How far can you push? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it steady. Okay. From there, we go into those flamingo dips. I've got an eye on the clock, and here we go. Keep that knee shape and dip. Doesn't matter how far you go or how fast you go. This is you in balance, so it's going to be individual. As you go forward, feel free to keep your standing knee soft, so don't lock it out. But as you come up, see if you can find the straight knee. Think of the standing hip pushing towards your medial side, meaning towards center. Imagine a wall of energy pressing against your standing leg to pull you towards your midline. Stand tall, tip like a teapot, There you go. I should call these flamingo teapots. All right, keep going, keep going. Belly's working. Lengthening sit bone to crown. Good, one more time. And bring it all the way up. That's a minute. Switch sides. Lift the knee. Feel that hip pressing from the root of the sit bones and hinge. And I really like to feel how as the tailbone comes under, the head floats up. As the head floats forward, the tailbone reaches back. That's seesaw action. And how do we collect everything along the way, right? Ribs, chest. Good. So sometimes when we go to work on balance, there's so many things to think about, it can be daunting to know which one to start with. I've started to think more about how the hip is engaging, right? Am I feeling that pressure or that energy from the root of my pelvis? Yeah. And then feel how the belly supports the spine. All right, that's a minute. Good job. Go back to the first leg. Now see your invisible clock on the floor. If you don't want to hop, you're just going to step to 12 and then keep going to the numbers that are free, 4 in one direction and 4 the other. Otherwise, join me. We're going to go forward and away from center. So we go side, away, back, side, 4 times. Forward, side, back, side. Oh, there's those arms. I should take my own advice. Much easier with the arms. One more this direction. Now we're going to switch legs and we're going to come back. So switch quickly. Here we go. Forward and away. We go front, away from center, back, toward center, front, side. I have memories of playing Chinese jump rope and hopscotch on this one. Yeah. One more. Side. Okay, let's go back to the first leg. Here we go. Forward and towards midline. We go front, side, back, side, front, side. And you'll notice the more you do them, the easier they get. Side. One more. Side. Side. Back to the first leg. Last time. Here we go. And we go forward towards your midline. Back. Side. Front. Side. Woo! Back. Side. Front. Side. Back. Side. One more. Side. Good job. Hit the mat. Here we go. So come down. We've got 30 seconds on each side. I'm on my right elbow. Stack your knees. Hand on the hip or on the mat. Take a deep breath. Wrap that shoulder. Press up. And here we go. I am the clock. Now as we're pressing that bottom hip, he's still working, okay? It's not just my shoulder. It's my whole sideline. So press to that bottom heel through your obliques. Wrap your scapula. Feel those back rhomboids pushing, traps. You know the whole deal. Just turn it all on. Good. 10 more seconds. Keep pressing, keep pressing. The more you press, the easier it is because you're sharing the load with the whole body. And come down. Good job. Just turn it around. Other side. Set the elbow. Stack the knees. Take a moment, actively rotate that shoulder back, and let's go up. And we hold again. There we go, there we go. So I like to use my free hand to check in with the shoulder and even the shoulder blade. The shoulder blade notoriously, on some of us, likes to chicken wing out. Really wrap the shoulder blade by externally rotating at the shoulder and abducting through the scap. Good. About 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and come down on your 1. Excellent. Cross your legs, step all the way up. We're standing. Grab your weights. That was our first interval, but that doesn't mean we're done working. We're going to do some coordination and some arms. So here we go. We're going to work on just some shoulder work today. I have my 5 pounds, but I may very well feel like I want to move to my 3s or maybe no weight. So you do what feels good to you. Here's the pattern. We're going to lift one arm high and one arm low, okay? We're going to march our legs twice. So bring your arms center. Take your arms where they came from, march the other leg. Boom. Go one more march and hold it. Stay there. Now, kick your heel out and row your arms back. Press your arms forward, bend your knee. Now, new arm goes high, lower. That makes 1. So we go shoulder raise, press. Switch your legs, repeat, shoulder, leg, press. One more time, shoulder and leg. Now kick that heel, row those arms, extend the arms forward, back to the first side. Here we go. March and arms. March it and arms. Bring it center, kick and row it, press it away, switch which arm is high. Haha, coordination, right? Wasn't that one of the principles of Pilates? Coordination. Here we go. We're in. Kick and row. Press it forward. Switch it out. 3 more sets. In. Same arms. Switch the legs. Arms come together. Kick and press. Repeat 2 more times. Arms and march. Switch. March. Switch. I know. Kick it. Pull it. Press it. Here's your last one. Good job, you guys. Pull it. Arms switch. Pull. This is it. In and kick and press and lower down. Good job. Take your legs to a wide second. Very nice. We're going to stay with a little more arm work and add this to some legs. So if you want to go to a lighter weight, this is a great time to do so. Arms are open. We're going to take 3 deep plies or sumo squats, depending on your background. And then you're going to bring that top arm over. Rotate to one leg. Both arms come together and do a figure 8 for 3, 2, 1, and back to center. We're going to do the other side. So we pulse, and we pulse, and we pulse. Big scoop like a wave over. Figure 8, figure 8, figure 8. There we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bring it over. Figure 8, 2, 3. Center, down, 2. Got it? 3. Big lift and pulse. Pulse, pulse, and around. 4 more sets. Down, 2, 3. Big lift, down, 2. Think wave-like. Up and over. Big press. Reach through the arms. Lift and swim it. 2, 3. 1 more each side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Over the top. 1, 2, 3. Last one here. 1, 2. Lots of breathing. 3. Lift it and 1, 2, 3. Bring it back to center and walk your feet in. Whew, good job. Set your weights down and stand on one end of your mat. I have a little down dog plank flow for you this morning. So here we go. Arms up to the ceiling. Roll your spine down towards the mat. From there, walk your hands out to your downward dog facing dog. I'm too far back for my liking, so I'm going to shift. So find the down dog that feels good to you. Take a moment to reach your tail for the ceiling. Relax your neck. Soften your elbows and draw the shoulder blades up through the spine towards the ceiling. Now bring your heels together to Pilates V. We're going to roll through our spine into a plank. So lift the heels and articulate your spine through flexion, not a hinge, all the way to your plank. When you arrive, separate your feet. Now, use your deep belly muscles to pull both knees towards the mat and out. If this doesn't feel great on your toes, just lower one shin and set it back. Sometimes the toes don't want to take that much
flexion. So you could just take one shin down if that's an alternative for you, or just both knees tap. That had to be 4 or 8 or 16. So stay in your plank and now lift, lower your heels just 4 times. 1, rock forward, 2, 3, 4. Now use your arms to push your body back to your downward facing dog. From here, we're going to roll back into the plank and back to this downward facing dog 2 times. So lift the heels and roll your spine like a cat forward. Press the floor away, go back to your down dog. Do that one more time. Heels rise. Articulate forward. Now stay in your plank. Hold it there. Go back to the knee lowers. So shin or both knees. We go 8, 7, 6, 5. That's it. Do what feels right for your body. The idea is the hips stay low and the belly's turned on. 7. Stay in your plank on 8. Press your heels away and down towards the floor for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back into your downward facing dog. One more set of these. Bring the heels together and repeat. Roll the spine forward. Find your plank. Push back to your downward facing dog. Last time, heels lift, roll it forward, find your plank, and back to those knee pulls for 8, or the shin lowers. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Heel lift and lowers 4 times. Rock it forward and back. 3, 2, 1. Instead of the downward dog, just lower the knees and take a child's pose. Good. Stay there and just rock side to side. All right, guys, good job. We're going to come back up for that second interval, okay? So draw your chest off your thighs, tuck your toes, lift your hips, walk yourself in, and roll yourself up. Okay, I feel like we really rested from the first one. I'm sweating, but that's a good thing. That means we're working. So we're back to the jumps. Squat press. You could even go squat and heel lift, or 8 jumps turned out, 8 jumps parallel. Ready? You pick. Here we go. 8, 7, 6. And I should say grab water at any time you feel like you want it. 7, 8. Parallel. Get low on the landing. Really sit those hips back like you're sitting in a chair. 5, 6, 7. Now skater hops. In my mind, I call these Nike hops because you got that like just do it feeling, that arm. 6, push across the floor. 8 more. Come on, get low in your body. Hinging slightly forward, like you mean it. 6, 7, 8. Now go back to the other leg, flamingo dips. Ready? Hands on the hips. The minute starts now. We dip it forward as we bend the standing knee and rise up. So out of all that high energy, how do we still our body and come to a sense of center right away? Right, that precision that we love in Pilates so much. How do we utilize that principle in any kind of movement? Right, effort with ease, whole body coordination. Right, so I'm judging my range of motion based on my range of support. Where do I feel connected? Where do I feel coordinated? If the conversation doesn't feel fluid in my body, I pause. I don't go any further. Right? You go to your challenge point that's based on your connection points. Okay. One more. Finish the one you're on. Come on. We always want to push our edges and bring it front. Other side. Eye on the clock. There's that minute. Let's go. Tip. Totally okay. The wobbles are kind of part of it, right? All
right? So there's that interesting balance, I think, between focus and like, I'm going to get it, and it's just going to be what it's going to be. So it's like that fine line, right? Balance is a little bit about drawing everything together and then kind of letting the chips fall where they may. Right? Okay, keep going. About 15 more seconds. All right. We're not looking to control our bodies. We're looking to connect and coordinate. Very different feeling. Probably more powerful. All right, I think this is a minute. Excelente. Whew. Okay, circle hops. Remember, if you don't want to do the hop, if that doesn't feel good, imagine your circle and just go to the free leg number across back and just make those really big, okay? So just see your 4 sides and keep going. That's your option. Otherwise, let's do our hops. I'm gonna start on my first leg, get my arms ready. I'm gonna go forward and away from my midline. So I go front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, forward, side, and again. Land in a little softy, little plie. That's 4. Switch your sides. Ready? Here we go. Hop it front. Think soft landing so the knee doesn't feel like it's jarring. Soft knee. Means you have to use your booty a little bit. One more. I think I just hopped in place. That didn't go anywhere. Other side, forward to midline. Here we go, 4 times. Circle 12. There's my 9, 6, and my 3. And in my mind, I see the numbers that I'm trying to hit. It's a small clock. Front, side, back. One more. Okay, other leg. Ready? Woo! For being low impact, it's a lot of effort. Here we go. Front, in, back, side, front, side, back, front. Abs are working. One more. Push off. Side. Okay. Hit the mat. Side plank. Let's do the other side first. Let's do the one we didn't do. So left for me, on the elbow, shoulder check, shoulder blade check, belly check, and we're up. Here we go. Focus on your breath, on that press away from the floor. If you feel anything interesting in that shoulder, come down, reset, regroup. We should never feel pain in our shoulder. Staying and moving in pain is not a badge of like honor. It just hurts. There's no point. So never pain. We never want pain with our work. Challenge, yes. Pain, no. That's it. That's it. 5 more seconds. 2. Excellent. Other side. You just said 45 seconds. Haha. Did you even notice the difference? I shouldn't have told you. Okay, other side. Ready? And we're up. Okay. Chest check. Belly check. Shoulder blade check. All right, we keep scanning the body. What do I need more of? What can I let go of? What do I need more of? There you go. So my ribs, my hips, my abs. What else can support me better? Where's your head? Long neck. Good. Focusing on why we're doing this. To feel connected and strong. Because we're worth it. Good. 3, 2, 1. There's your 45 seconds. Excellent. Okay, now don't even get off your mat. Just find your weights and maybe your water. I'm gonna go crawl and find some water. Okay. All right. So we're back into our arms. We're gonna work some tricep, some delt, some bicep. Okay. This is where you really need to listen to your body and use the right weight for you. I'm going to start with my 5s, but I'm going to give myself mental permission to switch to my 3s if I need to. We're going to be moving the arm in several different ranges and then putting them together. So listen to your body. I'm going to start with my left arm holding the weight in a 4-point quadruped, 4-point kneeling. Before I get fancy with my weight, I'm just going to take a moment and take stock and inventory. So we all have our tendencies. So I'm going to address mine, which is to sink in my shoulders. So pull your ribs in, draw your belly in, wrap your shoulders, lengthen your neck. Feel as if the back of your neck had an eyeball on it and it's looking up into the ceiling. So reach the back of your neck long, and maybe your eyes don't look straight down, but just look beyond your eyebrows. Okay? All right, here we go. One arm holding the weight, reach it back to hip height. Wrap the shoulder and lower halfway for 6. Here we go. 5, 4. As I do this, I'm going to notice my tendency to lean away from the work. So I'm going to decide to lean into the working arm. That's your 6. Bring your arm to the side, fly it to the T, and lower for 6. 5. Here we've got to really set that shoulder blade with intention so it can help us. Same arm, bring it forward, high diagonal. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the arm down. Take a moment. We're going to put the back to the T together for 6, T to the front for 6, and then circles all the way around 6 and 6. Ready? Here we go. So arm, palm facing your hip, take it to your T and back to your thigh for 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Set it down for a quick break. Shake your wrist perhaps, and other direction. Tee it and forward for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to pretend that's not challenging, because it is. Circle time. Ready? Do your checks. Address what you need to. Here we go. 6 each direction. Pull it back. Circle it around. Sweep it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay if your height gets a little lower. We're challenging ourselves. That's the whole point. If we did it perfectly every time, we'd be needing to raise our weight. Let's reverse it. Take it forward. Side and back for 6. 5. 4. 3. Up and around. We got this. 2. And 1. Set it back. Shake out your wrists. Before we do the other side, take your hands behind your back. Let the arm you just worked be the one on the bottom. So fist in palm. And pull that shoulder back and down and up and away from your hips. At the same time, let your head go to one side. Take a little stretch. Whew. And then bring those arms in front, the one again you just worked. Set that shoulder blade heavy against and down into your holding arm and then pull across. If you just pull your arm, you won't feel a stretch, but if you press down and resist your pulling arm, you will get some activation. Okay, you ready for the second side? Yes. Okay.
All right. This is me speaking by faith. I am ready. Yes, we are. Okay. Let's do it. So I'm going to reorganize. In fact, I'm going to face you so you can see me when I run into trouble. Belly in, palm back. Enough talking. Let's go. 6, down. 5, lift and lower. 4, 3, palm right now is facing the ceiling. 2, 1. Lower it down, shoulder height, palm facing in, and lift again 6 times. Pull. I think of like pulling a lawnmower chain so that I don't hyperextend my elbow. I keep it soft and arc up. I want to feel the roll of those back muscles helping me. That's 6. Turn the palm downwards, and now let's lift it high diagonal for 6. Exhale, reach. As we reach, we're not going to elevate the shoulder. We're going to activate those back traps, but not excessively elevating the shoulder. Okay, that was 6. Ready to go side and back? Oh, yes. So here we go. Reach the arm back by your hip. Try to keep it that high. Pull it to the T and back to your thigh for 6. And 5. 4. 3. Are we breathing? Yes, we're breathing. 2. 1. Bring it down. T to forward. Ready? I almost felt like a cheerleader. Ready? Okay, no. Ready? Let's go. We reach and a T. Exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Big breath. Just one more set. 6 and 6. It's our circled. This is where we get strong. Let's do it. Here we go. Palm goes back. Out and around and sweeps by your thigh. So here we go again. Where's our focus? Where's our precision? 6. Reverse it just 6 times. Reach to your challenge point and no further. Listen to your body. Inhale. Big press. How can the rest of your body support you? One more time. And let it go. Good job. Set that weight down. Let's take that hand behind you. So make a fist with it. Palm it with the other hand. Roll the shoulders back and draw them away from your hips. If you don't like sitting on your heels, you can do this in high kneeling. You don't have to stay low. Let your head tip away from the reaching arm to get a deeper stretch. And then bring the arm back in front of you. Set the shoulder heavy into the socket, resist the pulling arm, and then pull it across. Right? So if I don't put my shoulder down, that's what happens. So I have to set it, anchor it, and then I pull. And that feels really great. Good, good, good. All right. So shake it out. Take a seat. We're going to do a little abdominal work before we get up for our third interval. Now here's where I'm going to give you some suggestions for heavier weight, lighter weight, maybe one weight. And you might say, no weights, Christine. That's how I'm going to roll, and that's great too. Okay? Just depends on how you're feeling today. Some days are no weight kind of day. So we're going to sit tall, and we're going to use heavier weights to create traction so that we have support rolling down today. So I have my 2 5s. I'm going to set them against my thighs, and I'm going to really dig into the crease of my hip where the quad muscle folds in. I'm going to kind of dig down in a way as if to encourage length between my pelvis and those muscle, that muscle tissue. So sit as tall as you can. If you need to bend, do so. Find the place that allows you length through your tail, and then from there, start to articulate your tail down. As we roll down, think of your head reaching up to the ceiling And I'm using my hands actively to push my quads away from my tilting pelvis. All the way down till I'm flat on my back, and then I'll stay down for a moment. Deep breath here. Hands stay on the thighs. You're still pushing into the tissue of your quads. Nod the chin. Exhale, start to curl. Keep pressing away with those arms. Now, as we flex the spine over our thighs, keep the scoop of your belly, sense the wrap of your ribs, and then elongate, sit tall. Let's go twice more like this. Feel the crown of your head reaching up as you articulate through your tail. Really wrap that tail under as if you're wheeling your sit bones towards your heels. That wheeling image is really helpful. Wheel, wheel, wheel. All the way down. Deep breath at the bottom. Appreciate your length. And inhale, nod. Exhale, roll. Can you make this a little quieter in your spine? A little deeper in the belly. Yes. Pulling the ribs back to counter the head reaching forward. Where's your sweet spot? Where do you feel that stretch and lengthen? One more time, listen to your body. Give it what it's asking for. Start to wheel. Come on, little sit bones. Wheeling, wheeling, wheeling. Keeping the length of your spine. Opening up the hips and the pelvis. Trying to keep your heels heavy. Right? If you have sandbags at your house, we have them at the studio. Sometimes we use them. Awesome. Just strap some sandbags to your legs. Get some grounding. That's what we're doing here. So here we go, pressing those weights down. Rolling up without bracing my tailbone into the mat. Right? How do I do that? All the way over. And lengthen, sit tall. I'm going to switch out my heavies for my lighter weights because now we're going to add some arm movement, okay? I'm also going to take my left knee and make a passe or a climb, what is this? Tree pose, if I was in yoga, I guess. Bottom of the foot against my shin. My other leg is straight, my hips are square. Reach your arms forward and make a basket by interlocking your fingers. With or without the weights, we're going to curl back to our challenge point and hold it here. All right. Hold it there. Do a little hip check. Adjust what you can. Now hug your tree for 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, roll all the way up and lengthen. Do it again, twice more on this side. Curl back right away. Open and close for 4, 3. If you change to a lighter weight, this feels like a million times lighter than where we were before. Rolling, sit tall one more time. Curl back. And open, close. Open, close. As my arms open, I try to remember to hold my belly wall in against my spine. And circle up, lengthen, other side. Same idea, let your arms rest for a moment, but this time the palms are going to face up and we're going to serve the tray side to side. So adjust what you need to. And this straight leg, activate that heel so your hamstring's still turned on. Palms up, 3 sets. Here we go. Curl back to your challenge point and hold. Draw the belly wall further back and serve side for 4. As we open, let's exhale to deepen the abdominal awakening. Inhale, serve it, lengthen up. Go right back down for 2 more. You can do this. Curl, 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 and open and close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, curl the belly wall back. Sit tall. Last one. You can do it. Exhale and roll. 4 times. Open. Exhale. 3. 1 more. 4. And roll it up. Good job. All right, we got one more thing to do before we stand. We're going to lay all the way down. So join me. Keep your small but your lighter weights with you if you would like to continue with the weights. We're going to take a little chest lift and use our weights for added challenge. We're going to cross our arms over our shoulder tips. So my fingertips are at my shoulders. I'm holding the weights and I'm thinking heavy elbows pulling down towards my hip bones. Take a deep breath here. On your exhale, just come up into your chest lift. Pulse up 3 times. Go 1. Feel your elbows reaching past your knees. Then stay lifted. Reach your arms. And from there, lift them just a little bit and lower for 3, 2, 1. Bring them back to your shoulder tips and lower down. We have that 3 more times. Exhale, chest lift forward. We pulse, feeling the elbows drawing towards and beyond the knees, 2. Stay up on your 3. Keep your shoulder blades off the mat. Reach the arms. Now hold on and lift for 3, 2. Fight, fight, fight to stay high. Fold the arms in. Lower down. 2 more sets. Exhale and lift. Pulse it higher. 3, 2. In our mind, we're rolling in towards our hip bones. Now lift a little higher and reach 3. Come on. 2, 1. Pull it forward. Wrap those arms. Last time, everybody. Exhale up and we pulse. Go for 3. In and up. 2. Here's that wheeling idea. Roll your shoulder blades higher. Maybe 1 inch here and lift. 3, 2, 1. Fold the arms in. Finish strong and lay down. Well, that was fun. Before we stand up, set your weights to the side, hands down on the mat. Let's take 3 pelvic curls. So take a breath here. Set your feet where you'd like them to be. And then press the floor away and curl your spine away from the mat. Take some inventory at the top. Do you feel your whole foot on both sides? Do you feel your big toe? Are your ribs connecting to your spine? Are your hips breathing out away from you? And then melt down. Yeah, twice more, just like that. Just a little time for us to check in, notice where we are, what we need more of, what we can let go of. Deep breath. Exhale down. One more time. Press the floor away. So as you push into your feet, your pelvis should feel like it naturally floats up. Inhale. Take a moment. Now, as we start to roll down, please keep pressure into your feet. Keep thinking of your knees reaching past your toes. Don't stop pressing into the feet. They'll give you more buoyancy on the way down, especially as you get to that lumbar spine. Okay. Bring your hands to your shins. We're going to do one more interval round. Yay! So nod your chin, tuck and rock and roll to a seated position. Cross, turn it around, clear your area, and let's stand. Okay, it's our last round. We've already done 2, so let's make this one nice and strong. Okay, clear what you need to. Maybe a sip of water if you haven't in a minute. Okay, so here we go. Turning out our feet. 8, 8, 16. Bend it. Now get low, tummy in, and let's press or jump. Let's go. And 1, and 2. I'm going to think of reaching my seat back every time to really wake up those glutes. 6, 7, 8. Keep going, but turn your knees and toes forward. Parallel. Push. 4. Getting low, getting high. 6. That's it, guys. 7. Now side to side, reach as far as your mat. Long step, almost a hop. Pull, pushing off. 6, 7, halfway. 8, that's it. A little bend in that knee as I land. Low with my chest, there's a little hinge happening. 6, 7, 8, stay on that leg. Balance time. Find your flamingo. 1 minute on the clock. Dip it. And lift. So see that wall of energy keeping you from toppling away from your midline. And it's also really fun to play with how far you can go before you lose your balance. So sometimes it's good to see where your edges are. All right, it's your last set of these, so maybe go a little further. Yes. Taking a moment in each end range to feel connected and quiet. Right, there should be a moment of stillness where we arrive. Not that the movement dies, but we just feel present and we feel that potential. Really, really grounded. All right, one more. All right. Yeah, we're looking for those moments of presence in our body. Yeah. All right, switch it out. I'm hitting my drapes. Okay, here we go. Other knee, last set, eye on the clock, and we go. The hands on the hips are great at helping us check in on if we're staying square. So just notice, is one hip bone lifting higher than the other? All right, can you bring those a little bit more into alignment? All right. Almost like a leveler, you know, if you've seen those levelers when you're like hanging a wall hanging of some sort, right? Where's the leveler in your body so that as my head goes forward, I keep a sense of center and inner lift. I'm not bottoming out through my belly. Feel the pull of your back bringing you up. Feel the support of your abdominals allowing you to go forward, right, with support. And again, how does the back of your head, like a mama cat pulling me up? I like animal imagery. And then forward again. Good. Finish the one you're on. This is it. Right? The more we're aware of our body, the more we can utilize it to support us through all circumstances. Right? Boom. Okay. Circles. Ready? 4. Get those arms ready. See your clock. And let's do it. Front. Little side, back. Good. Easy breezy. Soft landing. It's the way you land that allows you to feel connected on this one. All right, toe ball heel. Little plie. 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 Other side. 4, then we'll go back. Ready? Here we go. Little swing and soft. Right? Can you feel that you're going toe ball heel and not landing flat-footed? Pushing off, heel ball toe to get off, and landing the other way to get back on. Forward, back. All right. Other side, here we go. Last set of these. We go. So now think about your landing. Soften the knee. Good. That's it. And you really think about it. Sometimes it gets like spring cleaning. It gets a little worse before it gets better. It's okay. You're figuring some things out. That's 4. Other side. Ready? Let's go. Forward, side. Good. So how am I softening my landing? With my foot and with my knee. Your knee isn't taking the effort, it's softening. It's a spacer, right? Good. Down to the mat, guys. We just got our plank. We're killing it today. Okay. Ready? Shoulder check. Rib check. Belly check. You ready? Here we go. Lift and we hold. Okay, so now we're turning everything on, right? We're pressing away. We're wrapping the ribs. Our abdominals are on. Our hip is pushing away towards the ceiling. Right, we've already done this 2 other times, so we're feeling strong, long neck. That's it, guys. You're doing great. That active pressure, you're not hanging. You are pushing the floor away with that forearm. So there's lots of effort. Nothing is hanging. Nothing is heavy. Lift, lift. Push further away when you get a little fatigued. And if you want to, put that hand down. We're so close. Come on. Breathe. Breathe. In 4,
3, 2, and come down on your 1. Excellent. Other side. Looking good, everybody. I mean, I can't see everybody, but I'm imagining because you're working hard, so that, hard work equals beauty in my mind. All right, shoulder, back, wrap it. See, I could be here, but oh no, that would be a shoulder injury. So ready? Wrap it, lift it. We're up. Hold. Okay. Same checklist. Where are my feet? How is this hip helping? How are these ribs pulling up and back? How am I using gravity, the pressure of my feet and my forearm into the floor? How is that giving me lift off? Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. We got this. That's it, you guys. Keep wrapping. Draw the belly in now. Come on. Inhale, long neck. Feel that string pulling your head across the room. You're getting longer. Long, long, long. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. That was a minute. What? Yes. Okay. We're going to wrap this puppy with one set of lower leg work, far sideline, and then we'll do some nice stretches, maybe a little upper back. Okay. So I'm going to have my weight options in front of me because we're going to work our hip with our weights. So I think I'm going to go for the 5s. Why not? And we're going to go all the way down on our side. We're going to be doing some clam work. This will be good with a little weight. So I'm going to grab my 5. I could use my 3. I could even use both of my 3s for this. And this guy is going to go behind my top knee. And I'm going to hold it very intensely. My head gets to go down. My other arm can go on the mat. I'm going to use this hand frequently to check in and make sure I'm maximizing my efforts. I suggest you do that once in a while too. So lift the knee parallel and lower. I'm going to stay on my side, and as I focus on this leg, I am going to give myself a little check-in on this bottom side. Make sure I'm not just collapsing, that there's a little mouse hole. And I'm lifting from the crease of my seat. 2 more parallel foot and knee. And then keep the foot where it is and rotate your knee up in the air in a little air clam for 10. Good. And again, here's my check-in. I put my hand in my glute crease to make sure I'm working where I think I'm working. To make sure I feel that initiation before I ever move the leg. Right? It's like turning on the light switch before you walk into the room. Turn it on, then move confidently. Yeah. That's about 10. Now keep it center, parallel. Bring your leg forward. Now draw your belly wall up and counter your knee going back by pulling your pubic bone slightly forward. We've got 10 of these. My knee is not going to go much, if any, past my hip. I'm just going to use my glutes to activate. So wrap the sit bones, press the knee back. Halfway forward and center. The knee again is still as high as my hips, so I'm really feeling the work in my belly and my hip. Good. About 4 more. You can put your hand down for added support. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Start to circle the knee up and around. Oh, this is the good stuff. Up and around. Mouse hole. Mouse hole. 2 more. Reverse. Oh, yeah. Now, it's not going below hip level. Oh, no. We're keeping it hip level and going up and around. Up and around. 4, 3. Finish with pulses, then you're done with the side. Go 10. This is it. 9, 8. 3, and 1. Bring the weight in. Cross that leg in front of the 1 on the floor. And maybe just give it a little, tap it out. I don't know the science of why that feels good, but it does. Okay, that was very violent. All right, let's do that other side, yes? Yes. So bring it around. Mic check. Okay, so all the way down on your side, stack your knees, make your little head pillow. Here we go. So we're gonna stack the knees. They're in front of your hips. Mouse hole check, chest check, shoulder check, and we're off to the races. Up, parallel. 3, good, 4. Right there, right there. 6. Now we did this little flow in some of our classes this week, and I want to just remind anybody watching, if your knee doesn't like this much pressure, you could always put a pillow or a sweatshirt between the weight, right? Anything bulky, so there's more distance between your shin or your calf and your hamstring, and then clam it up from there, right? So sometimes when we see an exercise and if it doesn't feel good on our body, we think, oh, I just can't do it. Not necessarily. Sometimes you just need the right support. In fact, that's always the reason. You need the right proper support or something to help you. That's it. 6. 8. You feeling it? Okay, that's 10. Parallel. Keep it high, y'all. Just a little bit above the knee, or the hip, I should say. Forward a little and back. It's a little forward and squeeze and wrap. I don't really like the word squeeze because it's constrictive, but think of wrapping and countering and lifting. Wrap it, lift it, press. I want you to think of long knee, long thighs that goes away from you. Not that you're with your glutes, but it's the wrap of your glute that allows your hip to open in the front and allows this lengthening of the knee out in space. Right? Because we're always looking for an elongation of energy in our body, not right? So sometimes I'll slip and say squeeze and I go, oh, that's not the word I want to use. I don't want you to think constrictive. I want you to think of enveloping, embodying, and wrapping. Was that 10? Probably. So now center, circle, circle. 4. 8. Reverse. Here we go. Deep breath. Okay, finish with your pulses. 10. This is it. Up and down. 5, 3, 1. Bring the knee in front. Cross it over. Tap it out. Good job. Okay, pushing yourself up. Give yourself a little Z-sit. We'll take care of some lateral flexion and a little back extension all at the same time. Let's actually take the leg you just worked and make him the front leg because he's probably feeling a little tight. Okay, so here we are, guys, sitting in our Z-sit. Take your arms to the T. No more weights. And laterally flex over to your side. Reaching over the top, pushing with that bottom arm. Now right away, let's rotate to the bottom arm. Rotate back to your side view. Lift all the way up. Grab the back shin or ankle and pull yourself the other direction. Good, we'll do this 2 more times. So floating up all the way over to your palm or your forearm. Letting your head again dangle. Inhale, rotate through the rib cage. Rotate back to the side. Push up to float up and stretch the other way. One more time, lengthening up, all the way over. Stretch. This time we're going to take it a little different. We're going to rotate, but now we're going to bring that hand to the floor and we're going to straddle our front knee. We're going to use this opportunity to do a baby swan. So set your arms wide, lengthen your chest forward, and then on your next breath, start to lift your gaze up. Here we are, extending the spine, reaching the tail. Push the floor away with your palms, pull the belly wall back, and roll into flexion. Take that 2 more times on this side. Pull your palms towards you, draw the chest through the armpits. I feel like Ariel on the rocks on the cover of My Little Mermaid right here. And contract. One more time. Let it feel good in your spine. Lengthen your chest through. Open your heart. Wide collarbone. Feel all that space. Take a deep breath. And contract. Flex it under. Now, let's see if we can rotate back to where we came from. Place the arm down that was down before. Roll back to your side, to your lateral flexion. Good. Pulling and pushing away from the floor and take that one counter stretch. Yes. Good. Come all the way up. Let's do the whole little flow on the other side. So Z sit. Ha. Don't your arms feel so light without weights in them? Big stretch. Inhale, exhale. To the elbow if that's available. Push the ribs away. Rotate through breath towards your mat. Rotate back. Push the floor away. Counter stretch. Good. So now that we're just into these soft, beautiful breathing moments, really appreciate your breath. Enjoy. Good. Rotate through breath to your mat. Rotate away. Push up and off. Counter stretch. Yeah. Let the head really go. One more time. Here comes our swan. Yeah. Up and over. Stretch. Rotate to the mat, but now let that hand come to the mat. Straddle your front knee. Good. Feel free to adjust your palms as needed. Now push the floor away to extend your spine up. Or pull, really, I should say. Pull. Yeah. And then push the floor away to pull your ribs back. Right? So you want to feel that relationship, that opposition. See, as you pull back with your ribs, your arms are pushing, right? So now feel the palms pressing down and slightly towards you, like you're pulling the foot bar on the reformer towards you. Bring your chest up, right? And then push away with your palms to counter the pull of your belly back. There's your opposition. Last time, pulling the chest forward, lifting the heart. Good. And push away. And this time, let that elbow come back down. Rotate back to where you started. And come all the way up to that counter stretch. Pulling towards your back shin. Good. Excellent. From there, cross your ankles. Let's go to downward facing dog. Let's wrap it up here. So let's take our hips up to the ceiling one more time. Soft elbows. Deep breath in and out. Really press the heels into the floor, even if the knees soften a little, right? We don't want to hyperextend. We want to get a good stretch. Then slowly walk your hands and feet back to center. Let your head dangle. Give it a little gentle nod. No, no, no neck tension. Let your hands find your opposite elbow. Give yourself a gentle sway. And then release the hands to the floor. Take a deep breath. Appreciate how amazing your body is. and roll it all the way up. Excellent. All right, you guys. Good job. If you made it all the way through, well done. Thank you for playing. This concludes another Balance and Grace Pilates family mat, cardio Pilates fusion style. Okay, let's see.
Mute.